Hey, it's Tesla Canuck. It's just about almost 5 o'clock in the morning, February the 15th, and we're about to embark on our longest trip in an EV ever. We're going to be taking the Model X from the Barrie, Ontario area in Canada to Orlando, Florida. So it's about 2,400 kilometers. The Model X is a 75D, so it's probably going to be a lot of stops for charging. Hopefully we don't get iced or something like that. This is going to be a really interesting experience for us. We're going to be going through the Detroit area. Sorry, my friends from Detroit. A lot of potholes and stuff. It's one of my friends with a Tesla actually drove through there not too long ago, had to have all 4 of his rims replaced. But anyhow, hopefully that's not going to be my experience. We're going to head down the I75 and we're going to make a quick stop in Tampa area where I'm just going to see my aunt, and then we're off to Disneyland or Disney World. Sorry about the wind noise. It's extremely windy today. I'm here at the, lose my voice. I'm here at the Port Huron supercharging station, which is just across the border from Canada. Sarnia is just across the river over there. Anyhow, it's I'll give you a little bit of a tour around. So let's do that. Okay, so basically you can see here there's 8 stalls. We're the only ones here. Up above there, that's the bridge that leads back to Canada. Blue Water Bridge, I think it's called. There's a hotel here, but it's actually a convention center, so it's a great place to walk around. It's actually, you know, it's nice and warm inside. It's cold out here today. It's -2 Celsius, and yeah, we've been walking around inside there. It's been fine. There's a restaurant in there. There's a good view at the back. You can see the river. It's yeah, it's a good stop. So Port Huron, Michigan. Here in Toledo, Ohio at the Supercharger station. So this is Supercharger number 2. This is the 3rd stop on our trip to Florida. And let me show you what's around here. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8, 9. What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 number of superchargers. Unless I'm miscounting that, I don't know. But anyhow, there's a giant grocery store there, which is good. I'm going to head over there and see what they got. We also have here, and again, I apologize for the wind noise. It's just been fierce wind this entire trip so far. We've got a McDonald's just over there. There's a Burger King across the street. A few different hotels, like a Courtyard over there. There's also a Taco Bell. So lots of places to eat, at least for fast food, if you're into that kind of thing. And if not, you get some fresh stuff over at the grocery store there. So that's it for Toledo, Ohio. I am in Lima, Ohio, at the next Supercharger stop. Again, I apologize for the wind. It's just been a crazy windy day. It's really impacted our range. We've had to stop a little bit more frequently than we had planned to. But anyhow, let's take a look and see what's around the Lima, Ohio Supercharger area. Let's take a look. Okay, if you're traveling the I-75, you've got plenty of hotel options. We've got a Courtyard over there. We've got Hampton Inn here. As far as where to eat, across the way over there, there's an Olive Garden. Over there, there's an Applebee's. So actually, that's where the sign is. That's where the Applebee's actually is, over there. And yeah, this is a fantastic area to stop and supercharge. Okay, we are in Cincinnati, Ohio now at the Supercharger. The last leg of the trip was very good. The wind died down and the temperature is above freezing. So we actually did rated range on that last leg. It was about 200 and some odd kilometers from, I think it was Lima, Ohio. So great, great trip so far. It's fantastic actually to stop and to stretch your legs. We're really having a great time. Let me show you what you can expect here at the Cincinnati Supercharger location. So let's take a look here. We've got, let's see if I can count them correctly here. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 chargers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know. I can't count. What the hell's going on here? 4, 8, 9, 10. We've got 10. So over there, we have a Target, which is great. I'm going to head over there. Rest in peace, Target Canada. We miss you. Damn, why'd you have to leave? Okay. Over there, we have another grocery store. I think it's pronounced Meyer. It's pretty good. We were in one at another stop. It was pretty good. And let's see what else is around here. There's an IHOP over there if you're into all-day breakfast or that type of stuff. Lots of stuff to do around here in terms of food or shopping. And if you want to get a workout in, there's an LA Fitness just up there. All right, that's it. So Cincinnati, Ohio, WKRP. Yes. This is day 2 of our journey from Barrie, Ontario to Orlando, Florida via Tampa. I'm going to stop there for a day to see my aunt. But anyhow, our first stop today is in Knoxville, Tennessee. Yeah. We're in Knoxville right now at the Supercharger station. I want to give you a quick recap of yesterday. So yesterday we had very, very strong headwinds. We had to supercharge a couple more times than we had planned. And it took us 16 hours to travel 1,200 kilometers or 750 miles. So that seems like a long time. And well, yeah, it is a long time, but it wasn't as bad as it sounds, because when you stop at the Supercharger, you really get a chance to stretch your legs. We did not feel like we've been in the car for that long. So, you know, all in all, I think it was a really great day yesterday. We had a lot of fun, saw a lot of new places. So that's the update from yesterday. Let's take a look and see what is at the Knoxville Supercharger location. It seems to be a pretty good one. Okay, let's take a look. So there are 8 supercharging stalls here, which is great. And the theme continues where on the I75, we are not seeing a lot of Teslas on the road, and we're not seeing a lot of Teslas at the superchargers. So with the I-95, which we've had experience taking the I-95, not all the way down to Florida, but you know, the superchargers seem to be very busy on that route. So we're really loving the I-75. So around here we've got a Target, you know, we've got Old Navy, we've got, you know, a whole bunch of stuff. There's a Walmart just down there, places to eat. I'm just kind of looking around here. It looks like there's a Starbucks over there. There's a Chick-fil-A over there. So this looks to be like a very good location for a supercharger. That's it, Knoxville, Tennessee. So we're at the Chattanooga, I hope I'm pronouncing that correct, supercharger location in Tennessee. And this is a really strange one. It's located at the airport in Chattanooga. And you have to actually get a parking ticket to come in. I think when you come out, if you're driving a Tesla, you don't have to pay, but it's very interesting. I've never been at a supercharger location that's actually inside of an airport parking area. So we'll see how that goes. But anyhow, yeah, the temperature is starting to warm up. We're getting really great range now, and it's been a great trip. So let me show you what's around here, and it's not much. This is, I suppose you go into the airport if you want to use the washroom or something, but let's take a look. Okay, we have a grand total of 6 stalls here. So there are 6 charging stalls. That's a little bit light, but there's only one other. We actually came in behind this gentleman here in the Model 3. Just spoke to him and his wife, and they just picked that up a week ago, he said. So far he said they're loving it. So it's always good to hear. Great to talk to other Tesla owners at supercharging stations. Don't be shy. If you see another owner, say hello. You'll end up probably having a really great conversation. So here's the parking lot. And again, we are at the airport. Hey, we're at the Atlanta supercharging station, and it's pretty much almost like right downtown Atlanta. It's in a shopping district, in a parking structure. And pro tip, that on the Tesla map, it shows you not turning into the parking structure, but going all the way to the corner. You want to turn into the parking structure. There's a small sign that says Tesla Supercharging. You go in, it's on that very same level. You just go all the way to the end this way, whatever way that is. I don't know north, east, southwest where I am right now. But yeah, the map is a little bit funky trying to get you here. But once you're here, they're full 120 kilowatt chargers. They're not the urban ones that are capped at 72, so that's good. And there's lots of shopping above me. So you go up a couple of flights of stairs, and you have a bunch of shops, a bunch of places to eat food. It's actually quite good. We're going to be on our way. This was just a quick stop, 20-minute charge. On to the next one. Oh, sorry about that. Before we go on to the next one, here's what it looks like. There are 10 charging stalls in here. And what I'm going to do is just going to show you, just in case you are going to come to this supercharger location. You can see down there that this is a parking structure. You kind of come in, and when you come in, you're going to make a right to come down to this side of the parking structure, and the stations are located right here. There's several that you can go front first. I always like those ones, but this is it. This is what it looks like. All right. Hey, we're in Macon, Georgia right now, and yeah, so the journey continues. This particular stop, easy to get off the highway and to find, no issues. And there's lots to do around here. There's a grocery store over there. Let's take a look. There's also Panera bread, so if you're looking for a healthier kind of option. So let's see. Okay, so there's a ton of stores. A lot of them I don't really recognize in terms of brand name, but right over there is where the Panera bread is. I recognize that brand name. Across the way there's some other stuff. So it's very much a shopping kind of district, and that's it. I'm gonna go grab a bite to eat now, and we're gonna be off on our next leg of our journey. Hey, we're in Tifton, Georgia for this next stop, and again, this is I think a really good one. There's lots of restaurant choices, very easy to get off the highway. In fact, the highway is just literally just right over there, so this is really great. Let me show you what's around. So we have a number of restaurant options. We have a Starbucks over there, we have an Olive Garden. We have over in the distance there is a Hilton Garden Inn, and we have over there, I guess they're just building a Spring Hill Suites. Lots of restaurant options. I mean, basically they're all here in terms of fast food. You know, Olive Garden if you're looking for a sit down, something a little bit nicer. And there's a number of chargers here. So again, we come across very few other Teslas at the chargers we've been to on the I75, which, you know, is great because you don't have to wait to charge or anything like that. But it just makes me wonder, like, where are all the Teslas? Anyhow, we'll probably see more in Florida, I guess. We are in Lake City, Florida, and at the Supercharger station here. Yeah, it's been a good day. I mean, been quite a few stops, but not all stops are very long. Sometimes you're only stopping for 10 or 15 minutes for a top-up to get to the next supercharger location, so not so bad. Lake City, this one is kind of out. There's some stores like that are, you could walk to them, but as far as the Supercharger location, it's not much here. Let me show you. All right, so down at the lights over there, you can see that there's some stores. Let's take a look here. Let's get a little bit closer. It looks like there's a Red Lobster down there. Something that's missing at a lot of the Tesla charger locations, a trash bin. I'm not sure how I feel about that. I see some stuff that could have been recycled that people have thrown in the garbage, so that's not good. What's over here? So we have a Waffle House over there. Oh, there's a payday cash advance if you need that. Oh, wait a minute. There's a Panda Express right across the street there, so that's not so bad. All right, so I guess maybe this is okay. It's just kind of weird, like when you approach it. Let me walk over here. Like, it just feels like it's kind of desolate. The other interesting thing that I find, and maybe my American friends can chime in here, but in Canada, we don't see I don't know if those are transformer units or what they are, but all the ones that we've seen so far here in the US have been boxed and locked. Right, let's go take a look here, right? You see, like, all these things are all locked up. It's, a thick wood kind of cage, and we don't have that in Canada. All those, I don't know, again, I'll call them transformers. I don't really know what they are, but they're out in the open. Typically in Canada, so that's interesting to see. Maybe someone can tell me why that is. Maybe vandalism, I don't know. So we made it to our destination at Disney World in Orlando. I just wanted to recap the trip down. So basically, we visited 10 Superchargers, and the first 800 kilometers or so, through about 500 miles, was really rough. The headwinds were some of the worst I've ever experienced as a driver, and it really ate into our range. Also, it was pretty cold. It was -2 to -4 Celsius. I don't know, was that like 26 Fahrenheit, whatever. So anyhow, yeah, we had to make a couple more Supercharger station stops to top up. As you saw in the video, we visited 10 Supercharger locations. When we got to Disney, I was very surprised that at the resort parking, we're staying at the boardwalk, there is no EV charging, let alone any Tesla destination charging. So that was fascinating. I would have expected different. I would have expected something better of Disney. In fact, there is no EV charging on a Disney property that I can find. It looks like there's some properties in around Disney, like the Waldorf Astoria, that has Tesla destination chargers. That's for guests only. The closest Supercharger to Disney World is about 13 kilometers, 8 miles or so away. So before we leave, we're going to have to obviously go top up before we begin our journey back home. But yeah, overall, I would say it was interesting. It certainly takes longer than an ICE car to make the journey, but the frequent stops, I think, help keep us from feeling really fatigued. So all in all, I think it was a great experience. And if you're thinking of doing a super long journey with your Tesla, maybe you live in the northern parts of on the east coast of the US or in Canada, in around the eastern part of Ontario, and you're thinking of making a drive down to Florida, the I75 was a great experience. We didn't have to wait, not once, for a Supercharger. In fact, we didn't see very many Teslas at all, which is really surprising to me, but we did come down kind of at an off-peak time. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed that recap, and you can see what to expect when you hit those Superchargers on the I-75. Tesla Canuck, over and out.